Okay, good afternoon and welcome, and thank you for coming to join my mental health awareness live event. It's my first ever live stream, so I've been very nervous about that, if you can't tell already. I think we've got everything set up. We've got the microphone, we've got sound, we've got four generous helpings of gunge in bowls next to me here, which the kids are ready to put on to Daddy's head. And apparently it's going to go in my mouth and everywhere, and I can't wait. We also have our dear friends who've joined us, and I'm just going to turn just to give them a bit of a shout out. You guys wave. Woo! So we've got a live audience online and here. We've also got these fantastic "Be Kind to Your Mind" posters, which the children made this morning, and we've got an illustration here of a brain exposed, and we've got some drawings of some foods that are great for us being kind to our minds. I think we also might have some superhero appearances. I believe we have at least two spider children who want to come and make an appearance. Do you guys want to come and say? This is the best bit for me.
Hi guys, it's me Spider-Man. So, Peter Parker.
Do you want to wave, little spider boy? No? Okay. Well, thank you for coming on, little spider boy. So yeah, we've got some good stuff here. We've got the hair clippers are ready as well. They're going to make me completely bald. It's quite long now. You can see, you've got a good length here. We've got almost 3 inches. Just a bit of proof there. And this is real. This is not a wig. And it's also my natural hair color. I have only 2 white hairs so far, which is fantastic. And both of them were before coronavirus. So what's happened here, making me very nervous. We haven't hit the fundraising milestone yet for the mental health. We haven't hit the fundraising milestone yet for the mental health charity Mind. So we didn't raise £500 just yet, but I know that we will. One of the caveats of getting to £500 was that I would myself be dressed as Spider-Man for this live stream. That hasn't happened yet, but if we get to £1,000 before 6 p.m. British summertime today, if we get to £1,000 before 6 p.m. British summertime today, I will do a 5k run around our local village of Aylesford in Kent, dressed as Spider-Man in my full outfit, and I will have selfies with anyone who wants one at meters distant minimum. So that opportunity is still there, and we'll get some videos and pictures. We'll stick them online as well, so you can see that later on, so you don't miss out. The other thing we've got planned today is I'm going to be sharing my top 10 mental fitness hacks. This is all about why and how we can be better at caring for it's not just for ourselves, but everyone in our circle of influence, our family, our friends, our work colleagues. Why am I doing this? I know how much mental health hurts. I've been through it. It is the most horrible thing. It's horrible emotionally, physically, financially. I know how much mental health hurts. I've been through it. It is the most horrible thing. It's horrible emotionally, physically, financially, not just on the person who's going through it directly, but everyone around them at home and at the office. There's extra worries that we all have. There's emotional worry about our families. There's emotional worries about our careers, our jobs, financial impact, and so much more, which is why mental health is even more important. And there are things we can proactively do to better care for our mental health. It's not getting enough exposure and press right now. And that's why I want to do this, to try and raise the bar and get more people to take notice and do more for themselves and everyone they love. $6 trillion is the for those 1 in 3 people in your circle of influence over the next 12 months. So this is here, it's real, it can affect everyone. I think now we are ready to start the live head shave. And during the head shave, I'm going to be sharing some of my top 10 mental fitness hacks. So can we have Mrs. Barbara Woodhouse? Here we go, here she is. Great, go. Come on, let's do this. You've gone for the longer one.
I have, because your sides and stuff.
Okay. Okay, I think this could take a while. So I'm going to start with the top 10 mental fitness hacks. Now, mental fitness, what's that all about? Mental health has a really bad stigma still. Lots of people are embarrassed to talk about it. They don't want to be associated with mental health issues or the phrase mental health. So mental fitness is a more positive spin on mental health. And I compare it to a bit like how we do training for our bodies. We might have a personal fitness trainer when we are able to go to the gym. Maybe through some of the online classes that local gyms are doing now, you might have a personal fitness trainer. So what I'm talking about here is a mental fitness trainer. Just like we train our bodies, we need to train our minds. And that's what some of these hacks I'm going to share are about today. So the first one's about sleep routine. Sleep is arguably one of the most important things you can do to have a healthy mind. That's not staying up super late every night, binge watching Netflix. Is about having a set routine and trying to stick to that routine in terms of the time that you might go to sleep every day and trying to get up at a similar time every day. Now, life can be too short and it can be cruel. So I'm not saying go to bed at 10 o'clock every day, but maybe in the week. And then at the weekends, you just go wild and stay up a bit later because you need to have some fun. So sleep routine, really, really important. Number 2, healthy eating. Kids, do you wanna share with our live stream audience some of the things we can do to feed our brains? Can you remember? So we've been learning a lot about this recently. Come closer, come closer. You need to speak to the microphone. So here we are. Here we have medium size. Oh wow, look at that. Oh, I quite like the hair with oh, I quite like that. It's a little bit sort of like 80s punk rocker. Good job there, Barbara Woodhouse. So, big Spider-Man. Tell me some foods that are good for our minds.
Oh, got fatty fish.
Speak louder.
Got fatty fish. We've also got dark chocolate and blueberries. Yeah, blueberries.
Very good, very good. So that was fatty fish, blueberries, dark chocolate. Did we have broccoli and fatty fish? So they're just those are just 5 top foods that you can eat to give important nutrition to your brains and feed and nurture your minds. So number 3 is fresh air and exercise. So a lot of us are at home right now, which is fantastic because we're in isolation. We're staying home. We're staying safe. We're saving lives. Try and do them out in the garden if you have one. If you don't have a garden, maybe on the balcony. If you don't have a balcony, just have all the windows open and get in that fresh air. Also, we're allowed in the UK at the moment, we're allowed 1 walk a day. So you can go out and do some of your exercise away from your home. Fresh air, lots of exercise, really important. Doing it in short bursts as well. It doesn't have to be a really sweaty, intensive 45-minute hour session. It can be 5 minutes every hour throughout the day. It can be 20 minutes in the morning, 20 minutes before lunch, 20 minutes before dinner. Number 4, this is one of my all-time favorites, walk and talk. Whilst we are allowed to go out and do walks once a day, you can schedule some of your important calls from work. Now, they can't be extra sensitive, confidential calls, but certain calls are appropriate to go and do on your headset whilst you go walking around. Just obviously avoid busy main roads and be safe while you're crossing the roads and all that kind of stuff. But most of us are lucky to have a local park or local woodlands that we can walk through, which is fairly quiet. Great way to combine fitness, fresh air, and do good business. It's really good. Number 5, this is about technology. We are now increasingly reliant on technology because of isolation, and technology is good and it allows us to do lots of things. Can you imagine being in the Second World War when you didn't have a mobile phone to contact your loved one who was fighting in the front line? You had to rely on waiting sometimes months for a letter to come home, fearing bad news. This is actually really hurting, by the way, but it's fine. It's all for a good cause. It's all for mental health awareness and raising money for Mind, which is a fantastic charity to support our mental health. Apparently I'm being a wuss. So back to technology. We are increasingly reliant on technology, There are lots of benefits to that, but there are some dangers as well. So if we're spending all day for our jobs and in the evening staring at a laptop, computer screen, responding to messages on our mobile phones, playing games on our phones, whatever we're doing, we're causing real danger and a bad impact on our eye health. And also we are damaging our brain function. So our message there is two things really. Consider a tech fast. So you could do this on a Sunday. Just stay off the phone, stay off the computer for the whole of Sunday. It's not actually that difficult. And when I've done this myself, I've felt more energy, my eyes have felt refreshed, my brain's felt good, and I've been set up really well for a productive week at work and with homeschooling, one of my favorite challenges right now. The other advice, this is more about your eye health, is that when you are working and using a laptop and using a phone, every 20 minutes, look away from the screen for a minimum of 20 seconds. And you need to be looking at a distance of a minimum 20 feet away. So it's the 20-20 rule, 20-20-20 rather. If you do that 20 minutes, every 20 minutes, you're allowing your eye muscles to relax and you're preventing long-term damage to your eyesight. Can you imagine what it would be like without our eyesight? At least you wouldn't have to see this silly haircut. Number 6, also one of my favorites. While staying safe, stay social. Do lots of video calls with your friends and your family. Keep in touch. It's really hard being in isolation, especially the people who are at home alone, where they're not lucky to have their children and their wife with them, like I am. You can also organize like online card games, online quizzes, which we've started doing on a Friday night with some of our local friends. Through Zoom. It's been really good fun and we've had lots of giggles. We've all bought a glass of wine because it's a Friday night and we've earned it. And it's just really nice to see everyone and have some fun and do something different. Number 7, water. Drinking lots of water is so good for our minds and our mental health and just our fitness and health in general. And what I do is I have 500 milliliters of water first thing every morning when I wake up. So it does make you need to go to the toilet more frequently in the mornings, but that has a positive as well because you're being forced to get up from your desk and you're getting oxygen to the brain, you're stretching your legs, and so on. And why is drinking 500 milliliters of water really good for you first thing in the day? There's a few things really. There's all the toxins, the harmful toxins that your body's been working hard to remove from your body during your sleep. So that water helps get that out of your system. It also helps fuel your brain and it energizes you for a productive and busy day ahead of you, whether that's homeschooling, doing work, or both. Number 8 is addictive habits. Just be extra cautious right now when we're all in isolation, we're all in this difficult situation, and even after it, just be wary of addictive habits such as drinking excessive alcohol. It is a massive addictive habit, whether that's a game on your phone or on a PC or one of these games consoles. Just do it in duration and remember to have eye breaks and brain breaks from using those devices. Also caffeine. Yeah, a lot of us are struggling at the moment. We need extra energy, but you've also got to be careful to not take on too much caffeine, and definitely try to avoid it after 2 p.m. in the afternoon. And the other one, which might surprise you as an addictive habit, is sugar. Cakes, sweets, sugar in your coffees. They are like my biggest guilty pleasures. Especially if I'm feeling a bit low or stressed, I naturally want to pick myself up, give myself a boost, and have some sweets or chocolate or ice cream or cake. So I'm very careful to try and limit that and do it in small doses. Yes, have some because life is too short, but just be mindful and have a careful limit on that. And same for the children as well, especially for them because it's really harmful to their development. You done? Oh, wow. Look at that. There we go. So this is the temporarily new Daryl Woodhouse egghead look. Wow, gosh. My gosh. Well, that really nice, healthy head of hair is all gone. Look, we've got 2 more of the top 10 mental fitness hacks, and then we're going to do the gunge, slime, whatever we're going to call it. Honey, you need to put your Spider-Man mask on for the gunge in a minute.
Spider-Man,
Okay,
I think
all
your
right.
egghead look good, man.
So we're trying to obviously protect the kids from, internet trolling and stranger danger. So we're trying to make sure that the kids that come on the camera have their faces covered with masks. So bear with us for that. Really important to protect our children and their well-being. Two final of the top 10 mental fitness hacks. Number one is plan your perfect week. We've all had our lives turned upside down in the last couple of months from coronavirus. So this is especially prevalent and important right now. We've got to think hard about careful boundaries and routines. I've spoken to many people, many of my clients as well, in particular, who are finding that they're now having to work much later at night because of homeschooling and juggling the children. So our days have got a lot longer. And we actually haven't set some strict boundaries of when we're going to not respond to emails or check our phones and actually have some us time, some time to relax, some time to get some good sleep. So it's really important to revisit whatever those routines and boundaries are and stick to it. And that's all about what I call planning your perfect week. There's no such thing as perfect, but having a plan for it and then striving towards it, you'll come very close. So that's the perfect week. Hobbies. This is a great time if you're on furlough, if you're stuck at home more often with your children whilst juggling your business and your job. This is a perfect time to try and learn new hobbies. And there's so many you can do. And if you can do any of them outside, that's a big plus as well, because you've got the fresh air. It's a real bonus for your mental health. So things like you can do gardening, reading outside, drawing, painting. Maybe some things you haven't tried before or weren't so keen on before, but maybe now you're a bit older, maybe you would enjoy doing that, especially because we might be getting a bit bored or depressed while we're stuck in isolation. So consider things like that you can do outside. And also, there are so many online course providers right now that are giving away free courses to learn how to play instruments you've never learned before and things like that. So you can actually do it in a very cost-effective way as well. I think that's it on my top 10 for today. If you would like more simple, practical hacks on mental fitness, looking after your mental health for yourself and those in your circle of influence at home and at work, go to my website, darylwoodhouse.com. The link's in the description below. I'm not hard to find if you Google me anyway. And on there, you can download another set of top 10 recommended daily habits. Some of those are different to what I've shared today. And I'm also posting regular blogs with loads of other hacks. And there is several series on YouTube. There's the coronavirus survival hack series with loads of extra advice and simple hacks on lots of other topics. So go and check those out. We've had some great feedback so far, about 100,000 views in the last 3 weeks. So thank you to everyone who's watched those. And hopefully I'm doing some good stuff to help other people with mental health through isolation. I think it's time for the bit that you've really been waiting for. I think some of you weren't that fussed about the head shave, but seeing me get slimed or gunged, I think it's time to do that. So kids, are we ready for this? Yeah?
Spider-Man, ready or what?
Do you want to see me get slimed now? Right, let's do this.
Spider-Man as well.
Yeah, bro.
The mini Spider-Man.
Quick kit change.
Hey. Oh, you can't come because you. You've not got clothes on.
Right, hold on. Right. So, Alex, if Sienna comes on this way and then pours it on me and then turns that way, she's not, her face isn't in the camera. I've got a little girl who's a bit shy about wearing a face mask. Okay, right, I've got a little paddling pool here as well to hopefully catch most of the slime. Right, here we are for mental health awareness. Daddy is getting slimed live on YouTube. If you think we've done a good job, please donate to the Mind charity, Just Giving page link in the description below this video. Please like, share, comment, tell everyone. The video will be available after this live feed so everyone can come back and watch it. Everyone who missed it around the world, all of our fans and supporters. Right, who's going to slime me first?
Me!
I think littlest 4-year-old Spider-Man was first. So come on in. Do you want to step back? Because you're going to get covered as well otherwise. Come on in. Slime daddy.
Go, Spider Junior!
Oh, it's cold. Oh. Wow. You got some more. Go on then. Go on then. Go on, get it all out. Go on. I'm not ever doing this again live on TV. Oh, and we've got 10-year-old Spider-Man. Oh god.
Now, Sienna.
I think it's going in my eyes. One prop I didn't plan for is to have a towel ready. I'm going to put some on my head as well. It'd be a nice colour. There we go. That is from our 6-year-old daughter, Sienna.
We've got pink ones all coming.
Oh, and the pink. Oh my gosh, there's a fourth one. Fourth splurge.
Ready?
Well, I hope
Hands up.
oh
Yeah.
gosh.
Good girl. Well,
Well,
done.
I hope we've got the message through that we all need to do more about mental health. Alright, I just need the microphone back. Okay, brilliant. So I think we made good time. We've done this in less than half an hour, so not too much of people's valuable time. Hopefully, for those of you in the UK, it's lunchtime, so hopefully you've been able to have a bit of a laugh on Friday. Got some giggles going on here. Our friends behind us are enjoying the show as well. So thank you very much for coming to watch. I really appreciate the support. And if you'd like to do a bit more to support, please like, comment, and share this video. I'd like as many people to see this as possible, because it's all for a really good cause of raising awareness of mental health, especially through this time of coronavirus global pandemic, emotional anxiety, financial anxiety, isolation, depression, worrying about our elderly and vulnerable family members, and so on. But if we are all proactive, if we are all positive, if we look after ourselves and each other, we will get through this. Life will get easier, for sure. The world has come back from arguably tougher things before, like the world wars, for example. These arguments may cause a lot more distress and sadness and economic impact for the world. And if you would like to donate just a couple of pounds, the link is in the description below this video to my Just Giving page. All of the proceeds, Just Giving doesn't take any fees from this. All of the proceeds go through to the great charity Mind, which has fantastic resources to any one of us now or in the future, or anyone in our circle of influence that might be going through some poor mental health or some mental health worries. Thank you very much. I think we're